How's it going, everybody? My name is Dean, or as most of you know me, Twisty3. Today we've got another Cricket 22 video. Finally, we've got some details about the elusive career mode, which has been fully updated, fully sort of redone to an extent in terms of not necessarily the gameplay, but a lot of the stuff surrounding it. We've now got like a bit of a story going on. It's not really a storyline, but more of like a story arc, so to speak, rather than a storyline. We've got little training mini games. We've got like all these cutscenes in the room. You got a guy doing squats, and you can do press conferences. You win the player of the match, and there's also a bench press in this next clip over here after we go through the press conference. So there's the player of the match presentation. It's also a bench press, which is just very questionable form, to be honest. Just have a look at this here. What is going on? That is terrible form, by the way. First of all, let's go through some of the... I'll just pick and choose a couple of things from this career mode trailer. The first thing you'll notice, look at the little club rooms here. It's a real sort of community vibe. I assume this is when you're in like the lower level of cricket. You're sort of in a club room there, and then you work your way up to sort of a really good looking club room, real professional looking outfit. And also we're going to see a lot of these mini games here. This one's like squats. There's like an incline machine to the left there, a bench press on the right. And I'm guessing a lot of these will improve your attributes and things rather than just through playing the actual game. You're going to get some of those attributes through doing the gym workouts and things like that. I really hope it doesn't get too tedious after a while, and you know, you consistently have to do these tasks to be able to improve your game and things like that. So that's okay too. Also, we just saw in that previous little screenshot the press conference where you pick and choose a bunch of your different answers. Not sure how that will play into maybe sponsors or things like that. And I guess player of the match here, you win some money, which again, I wonder how this is all going to play. Does it give you sort of money to buy experience? Do you buy equipment that perhaps boosts your levels or things like that? It's all questions we don't know. And again, looking at this bench press, I mean, the form's not too bad because he's got his back arched and stuff, but really, you need to be bringing that weight much further down for it to actually have any impact on your muscles. A bit ridiculous, really. So let's go through some of the other details with the career mode, which were revealed sort of in an article last week on Real Sport 101. The Director of Development, Mike Merrin at Big End Studios, went and spoke about a whole bunch of career mode details. So I'm going to go through those for you now so you can understand a bit more about what we're actually going to expect when the game drops literally in 5 days from today. That is not far away at all. So the first thing is that we're going to be seeing not just a career mode with, you know, you playing as your player from the junior levels to domestic to international, but you're also going to see a bit of a storyline go on with that. Now, it's specifically stated, not a story mode, but there will be some sort of narrative element to the game, which is good. And we can see sort of, you know, with these cutscenes, there was one of like a coach talking to players. There was one of maybe like a manager. There was the guy sitting on the bench outside that local club, as you can see here now. So I guess this is me, either your player or your manager going, hey, I'm here, things like that. But that's good. We're going to get to see some other element to the career mode rather than just playing all the time, which I think is exciting. And it gives you something different to break up all of the time between matches. Now with that also there's like the media stuff, so there's the press conferences, which you only do if you're the captain. If you're the man of the match, you do something like that. And you've got that cutscene there as well where you're getting the presentation. So hopefully he says that they're not too repetitive, nonsensical, and altogether irritating, which is exactly what we don't want. We don't want these things to just sort of take away from, you know, playing the career mode. That's sort of my only real concern with a lot of these mini games and things that you add in, because your main thing is you want to just play, I guess, the cricket and things like that. And if you do get bogged down in mini games, sometimes they can be a bit fun, but hopefully they're not too repetitive and, you know, make our experience less from that extent. Anyway, the other thing with the mini games that I'll just go on to talk about here really quickly is that the mini games will improve your skills. So not only will you be able to boost, I guess, strength and maybe particular shots if you're doing nets training and things like that. But if you do mess up the mini games, you can actually injure your player, or maybe not necessarily injure your player, but you'll fatigue your player, which then will, you know, impact your next match because you'll be going into it, you know, with less stamina, which means you're more likely to hit a false shot. So you could maybe nick it or something, or you might not be able to bowl as many effort balls and things like that. So you might not be competing to your best ability, which is something that you would want to be doing if you are in your career mode, because ultimately you want to keep working your way up the ranks. And now, as I said about the fatigue, that's also going to affect your player in the tournaments they pick and choose to play in. So if you are playing in like back-to-back tournaments and a million different things at once, like if you're playing in the Big Bash and the test matches, you know, your player is going to be absolutely spent. So you're probably going to have to pick and choose which types of competitions you want to play in, and you're going to have to manage their things from there. So there's obviously a heap to unpack from you know, this trailer and all the things we've read online. There's also a whole other thing about how the online players changed, but I don't want to go into that in this video because there's so much career mode stuff to really go through and talk about, because the career mode is, I guess, the main mode for a lot of people that are going to be playing it. It's the one that people want to sink a lot of time into. I know on, I think it was Don Bradman 14, I spent 120 episodes or 130 episodes or something like that, making videos on it, and I'm sure that I'm going to spend, a fair amount of time on this career mode as well, depending on how good or bad I am actually at the game. So fingers crossed, it's really exciting. I think that now, it's going to be, a bit more fun, a bit more different. It'll break things up with the mini games and all the cutscenes. Hopefully they don't get too over the top and overkill, and I'm just excited to play the game and really see how it all plays out. So we're only a few days away, as I said. Exciting times ahead, and once we get some hands-on playing the game, you'll be sure to see it right here on this channel. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and Cricket 22, we're not long to go now. We are just days away. So thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you all later. Goodbye.